dropped dead in qualifying, so I've been forced to sit out this competition, which gives me a little time off to work on my golf game. 4. Whoa!
Get ready for the ride of your life. I'm Luann Lee, and this is the U.S. Hot Rod Association's Monster Wars. If you want some high-flying action, you've come to the right place. Regular viewers already know what's in store for them today, the hottest, most exciting hour on television. But if you're new to Monster Wars, let me take you for a free ride into the world of the U.S. Hot Rod Association. Just beginning. I'll be here at Monster Control bringing you updates on all the late-breaking news. And out in Minneapolis, it's my freewheeling co-host, Jim Davidson.
The Minneapolis Metrodome has been home to some awesome sporting spectacles, so why wouldn't we be here with Monster Wars? They have the Minnesota Twins here. They have the Minnesota Vikings here. They've had the college basketball Final Four here, and of course, they've had the Super Bowl here. But right now, it's all of the baddest monster trucks here to do battle in Minneapolis. I'm going to be back here in the pits bringing you all the action from behind the scenes. And our man with the play-by-play call, of course, is Joe Lowe.
Thanks, Jim. This crowd has already been treated to a show. You know, normally we don't show you qualifying here on Monster Wars. We get right to the racing. But a lot of action has happened on this very, very tough course already here in qualifying. Digger being towed off the track. This is after his qualifying run. What happened? Here it is. Off the line, he comes over the cars. Very nicely, lands, speeds up, and then launches. And watch this landing. Boom! The rear end comes out of the truck. Totally, everything's ripped out. And Digger is on the ground. Pieces. There's pieces of Digger everywhere. He will not be back to race today. He wasn't the only one that had a tough time. The world champion Fred Schaefer takes barefoot over the cars. And now his launch. Look at that, 25 feet in the air, and his landing sideways all over the place. Now Taurus comes up. He's, oh my gosh, defying gravity on that one. Equalizer had an equally bad run. And Tropical Thunder's up in the air. Everybody having problems. Wayne Smolzanek does a great job of driving. Kodiak took it easy over the cars. Let's see if his strategy works. There goes the front drive shaft. Nope, he has problems too. And now it's round number one, and after working frantically in the pits, Kodiak is somewhat repaired. No front wheel drive, but he's out to face Predator and Alan Pizzo. And the question is, can Kodiak defeat the Predator?
Welcome to the Dome, Kodiak. And look who just came in the cap door. Wow! Having a little difficulty getting your engine running for our little showdown? Well, you better be one sure if you want a fighting chance of catching me. Ah, come on.
You might wonder how these mighty monsters can get any kind of traction at all and stay on a track with those bumpy rides. They do it with the help of Custer coilover shocks. Alan Pizzo's Predator was 5th in qualifying today. Those Custers helped him out. Kodiak was 9th. Mark Bendler aboard there. He had to work just to get the truck back for round 1. Now Predator out in front as we expected. He has no problems at all defeating Kodiak. Kodiak running with the rear drive only. Predator, 6.5 seconds on the track. Your winner of race number 1 is Predator.
Well, that was a lame performance. Try leaping over the cars like a cat next time instead of crawling over them like a rugrat. You'll see the finish line a lot sooner, huh? Well, now you might as well go off to the woods and lick your wounds. And don't show your snout around here again until you can give me a good fight. Come on! Ah!
Because of the Gravedigger accident, Barefoot got a bye run, and he automatically moved on to the 2nd round. And now, Predator, with Kodiak really offering no resistance, moves on. So it will be Predator and Barefoot in round number 2.
Hey, Alan, nice first round run against Kodiak. You put him away. Tell me about that run.
Well, you know, Kodiak's a good runner all the time. I knew I had to cut a good light, and, you know, I cut a good light. You know, I was generating a whole lot of, you know, speed between sets of cars, and I backed out just a little bit before I got the cars, keep the truck low. You know, you're in the air, you don't make no time, so you got to keep it low, and, you know, hopefully you can make a lot of time on the ground.
And now it's another battle that we have. Tropical Thunder, Wayne Smozanek, goes against Gary Porter's Carolina Crusher. They've met once this year, and Crusher won that one. Can he do it again?
89, this is my race. 90, nothing can withstand my strength. 91, my will to win. 92, I will destroy them. 93, leave a path of destruction. 94, no, no, no survivors. 96, no exceptions. 97, Tropical Thunder. 98, welcome to Carolina. 99, your visit will be brave. 500, yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're called Custer coilover shocks, valued at $1,500 a piece, folks. That's on Tropical Thunder, the truck driven by Wayne Smozanek. He qualified 8th today. Gary Porter took Carolina Crusher to 4th in qualifying. And now, these two go at it. This course has already taken out Gravedigger. It's really hurt Kodiak. Let's see if these two guys can hold together. Off the line, a wild jump for Tropical Thunder. Carolina Crusher doesn't waste any time in beating him. Look at the lead for Carolina Crusher. 3 seconds faster. It was almost as if Tropical Thunder was a spaceship he launched. You need to contact the FAA before you go flying in here. Carolina Crusher has this one figured out, but it's very close to the wall and stopping. One of the longest indoor tracks we run all year long. Wayne Smozanek took a bad hop. He does not have time to straighten things out, and all he can do is limp across the cars at the finish line. Keeping his cool and getting the win is Carolina Crusher.
751, I have the strength of 10 men. 752, nobody can slow me down. 753, I am pumped, and ready for action. 754, this means war. 755, 756, 757, 758.
This Monster War show is turning into a demolition derby as our next two contestants come up. David Morris, an equalizer, qualified third today. Here's Rob Fuchs in First Blood. He qualified seventh. It's a Ford-Chevy matchup, with First Blood being the Ford. David Morris, known for keeping his cool and coming out victorious, has to do just that here. Don't go fast over that first set of cars, or you'll launch like Tropical Thunder did. Let's see if First Blood can get a win against Equalizer.
Say your prayers, Equalizer! You skinny little letter opener! I'm gonna demolish you! The time has come for you to die! Hey, Spankface! You aren't going to demolish anyone! Your reign of terror is history!
Honey, don't let this nocturnal cave dweller get to you, Pookie.
Not now, baby. Hello, Princess! What's your blood type? Huh?
Go catch some rays at the beach, loser.
Yeah! Loser? Who you calling loser? You little frigid midget!
It's the first meeting of the season for Equalizer and First Blood. Up to the starting line, the green light. Equalizer with an incredible hole shot, almost a full second ahead of him. Equalizer wins it. Equalizer saw the green light. I'm not sure what First Blood was looking at, but he wasn't looking at the starting light.
Equalizer, I don't know what you're so happy about, you skinny little beanpole. I'm just getting warmed up. The night's still young, and my thirst for victory will be quenched before sunrise. Sweet dreams, Princess.
Equalizer won the race, but even he had some problems. The rear end comes up on him. He has to straighten it out before he goes across the finish line. Jim Davidson is with David Morris in the pits.
David, an easy win over Rob Fuchs in First Blood. Did it feel easy to you?
Yeah, you know, he got a tough truck, but I really didn't go all out. I felt like I had more horsepower than him, so, you know, when I get ready to go all out on the track, I'll really know what the truck's going to do then.
Tell me about the track. Straight line out there. Do you feel like they got good ramps coming in both sets of cars?
You know, the second jump down there seems like it's giving the trucks a lot of air, so I'm going to see what happens when I really hit it hard.
They don't run on regular or no lead. They run on alcohol. We're talking about the monster trucks. This matchup between Taurus and Invader.
Attention, Taurus. Prepare to be roped and tied like a wild animal. Your six-shooters are useless. Time to update your antique weaponry, ranch boy, or you will cease to exist.
It's high noon, and I'm aching to rumble, Moon Man. I'm gonna win this one for the ladies. Feast your eyes on the greatest gift to women since the annexation of Texas and its cowboys.
You finally lost it, you crazed cowboy. Stop dancing and pay me the respect I deserve.
All right, boys and girls, the moment you've all been waiting for. I know that you didn't know that it was coming, but I know that if you had known, you'd be waiting for it. So here it is. Invader, you're going down.
They have met on Monster Wars 6 times this year. Taurus has won 4, Invader twice. Ray Perkowski driving Invader. He qualified 6th. Taurus was our second fastest qualifier with Jackie Willman aboard. Taurus comes up to the starting line. Invader's already there. They're staged the green light. Invader seems to get a slight hole shot, and now Taurus comes from behind. Invader has all sorts of problems. Taurus wins it. Good handling on the part of Jackie Willman, and Taurus takes out Invader.
Settle up your plans, saucer slowpoke, and hightail it out of town. It's showtime, ladies. Woo-ha! Cowgirls, I know you wish I was your brother and you could spend Christmas with me every year. You!
On the start, Invader actually had Taurus. He got the hole shot, and then on the straightaway, Taurus takes advantage of a lot of hang time on Invader, and he speeds by him. We're not only seeing racing, we're seeing wrecking today. And this crowd is loving round number 1, Luann.
We'll head back to the Metrodome in just a few moments for more monster action. But first, a lot of people think monster truck racing is, well, just for rednecks. Well, if you've ever taken a beer to a job interview, or if your hairdo has ever gotten caught in a ceiling fan, or if your Thanksgiving dinner's ruined because you ran out of ketchup, then you just might be a redneck. And you're most certainly familiar with the comedy of Jeff Foxworthy. You've seen him on HBO, Showtime, and The Tonight Show, but now he's hit the big time, Monster Wars. We challenged Jeff to try and build his own monster truck. It's a truck he likes to call Big Mama.
Come here. My name's Jeff Foxworthy.
Showtime presents Jeff Foxworthy.
I'm normally a comedian.
Y'all get in the truck, we going up the big house.
Yeah, you're one of my favorite comedians.
Thank you, man.
Well, Jeff Foxworthy in the studio at the Comedy Awards. If you want to see Jeff Foxworthy, the early shows are sold out.
Yes, my brother, what are you going to do with 100 shower caps? Christmas present?
They're going to start making Mercedes-Benz outside of Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, Lord, that's scary. That is just scary. There'll be a monster truck Mercedes-Benz. George, I'm getting out of comedy. I'm going to start my own monster truck.
Can't believe y'all laughed at that.
Trucks that go over and smash them truck.
Well, today you're going to be looking at new trucks?
Yeah, well, new or used. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get a monster truck.
Okay.
I want to build a monster truck and get into the business, and I was just driving by. And
We got some monster trucks.
Well, some of them not very scary, to be honest with you. That one ain't even a ghost over there. Do the flags come with the car when you buy? You know, monster truck racing is the fastest growing, safest sport in America right now. But they won't let them in parades. I mean, this is what I want to do. See, I want to call my monster truck Big Mama. See, that's like a drawing of my mama.
Will she fit in there?
She don't have to ride.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I'm going to need some bigger tires. A lot bigger tires.
Well, we can accommodate that for you.
Y'all don't do like a fleet discount, do you? Like the guy that owns the Gravedigger, he's got 8 trucks.
What's a Gravedigger?
It's a monster truck.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like that big panel van looking thing.
Yeah.
Turns over all the time. They don't allow monster trucks in parades. Now, wouldn't you like to see a monster truck in a parade? I'm right behind the high school band, right in front of the, you know, the Shriners on those little motorcycles. And if somebody's going too slow, holding the parade up, like those little Shriners on the little go-kart things, boom, right up over the top of them. You can start out in the back, end up in the front of the parade. Yeah, I was driving through the neighborhood and I saw your trailer there. Is it for sale? No. You don't want to sell the cat, do you? I want to get a monster truck, and I'm going to need something to haul it around with. Well, I got a truck at home I towed my fishing boat on. I guess I could hook this up to that.
I don't think that's going to work. You need a 1-ton pickup to tow this with.
Well, maybe I could tow it with a monster truck when I get it.
I think that might be illegal.
You can't put them in a parade, I know that. Sam, I have a monster truck. I think this, you know how they bounce up and down? I'm thinking this will be good practice. So I'm thinking if I can do this without getting sick. Yes, I saw your ad in the Yellow Pages, and it says you specialize in insuring pickup trucks. A monster truck, like the trucks that crush the cars? No, I haven't been drinking. It's noon. You're not getting sick, are you, Ricky? I don't feel too good, to be honest with you. Probably won't be driving more than 1,000 feet at a time. No, I hope my wife doesn't drive it. You sure you're not getting sick? I need insurance on a monster truck. Yeah, I'm going to need collision. Allstate laughed at me. You shouldn't have eaten that cotton candy. I got to remember, during the season, never eat cotton candy before I go on. It's a pickup truck with big wheels and a real nice paint job. How many times does this go around, Rick? And look, I'm going to be up front with you. I'm probably going to be airborne. I wasn't scared, were you? All right, I was a little bit scared. All right. You know what's going to be left of the Carolina Crusher when I get through with it? Grave digger, you're next, buddy. Try, Daddy.
Sorry! I hate this ghastly game.
We are back with a double dose of chills, thrills, and spills. It's time for more Monster Wars. Here's how the Mega Machines match up in round 2. Jackie Willman's Taurus goes head-to-head with Wayne Smozanic and Tropical Thunder. First Blood lost in round 1. Now he's out for blood against Carolina Crusher. Invader will try to prove he's the equal of the Equalizer. And up next, Predator takes on Barefoot, who had a bye run in the first round. Joe Lowe, this is the first race we'll see with Fred Schaefer today. Will not racing in round 1 have any effect on him?
Well, if any effect at all, it would be a positive one. The fact that his equipment did not suffer the wear and tear that the others did. Predator's already been out there. He got bounced around pretty badly in round number 1. Alan Pizzo aboard, a little over 10,000 pounds. He's putting out 1,800 horses and Chevrolet power all the way. The big Barefoot is a Dodge, 10,050 pounds with 1,500 horses. And now they're lined up. Only one of these trucks will move on. The other one gets loaded on the trailer according to USHRA rules. Barefoot with a hole shot. Predator does a wheelie, but Barefoot wins it. Predator, the rear tires dug in and took him up in a wheelie form. Barefoot just sailed over the cars. And Predator just could not catch him at all.
I've never seen a bear take flight like that. You remember, a cat always lands on its feet, and I'll be back on the prow, scratching and clawing my way back to the top of your heat.
Predator really had to do a great job of driving to save the truck here. He literally defies gravity when he lands and goes sideways. He's all over the place. Barefoot, off the start, not a bad one. He landed a little rough, but then he manages to recover and goes over the cars and moves on to round number 2. Speaking of round number 2, they're staging for that right now. This matchup between Invader and Equalizer. They've met 4 times this year, with Equalizer winning all 4 times. That matchup when Monster Wars continues.
Equalizer, your luck has finally run out. I'm on a mission of galactic proportions, and nothing will stand in the way of me completing my mission!
Ha ha! Nothing but me, you mean? Your insults have grown wearisome, Invader. Consider your mission canceled. This race belongs to the Equalizer. Get ready to self-destruct.
Self-destruct? Never! You will have to destroy me yourself. Let the battle begin!
The average car in America weighs about 2,000 pounds and has less than 100 horses. These monster trucks have almost 5 tons, 10,000 plus pounds, and 1,300 horses in the case of Equalizer, with 1,300 horses powering 11,000 pounds for Invader. How'd you like to have that come up behind you on the highway on your way home? On the track, they're awesome, and there goes Equalizer. Whoa, Invader, look at that! Invader! Invader comes from behind, and David Morris did not see. He was right behind him. Invader wins! What an impressive win for Invader.
You've done well, my son. The Earthlings are ready for our domination. Alpha of Piranha!
Nobody will disrupt my mission to achieve victory. This I vow!
What an impressive win for Invader, with Equalizer getting a hole shot. Ray Furkowski stays low, gets traction, and powers up. A surprise win for Invader, and Jim Davidson is with Ray Perkowski.
Ray, let's talk about this, my friend. You find yourself in round 2, and of course you're up against the equalizer and David Morris, and you rocketed out from behind him. What happened out there?
Well, I tell you, he got a little jump on me at the line. I thought he had me, and going over that second set, we just put it to the floor, and I passed him in the air.
Where'd you find all that power?
Oh, it's there. We just got to keep it to the ground.
Tropical Thunder. Last time he met Taurus, last week in Anaheim, he took out the Taurus truck handily. Can he do it again? Taurus weighs in at 10,000 pounds, pushed by 1,200 horsepower. 1,500 horsepower takes the 10,300-pound Tropical Thunder down the track. On the start, Tropical Thunder is even with him, and then it starts to go away. Taurus wins it. Taurus has a much lower center of gravity than Tropical Thunder, and that may have been what it took to stay low to the ground. A nice bounce, and he's right in there on the straightaway, up and over. Tropical Thunder just lost power from the start, could not get things together. Taurus wins it in round 2.
Son of a gun! Were we in the same race? I got to put me up some of those rearview mirrors so I can get a good look at you losers! Whoa! Tropical Thunder! If you were a horse, I'd have to shoot you!
Round number 2 is underway. Carolina Crusher takes on First Blood when Monster Wars continues. The crowd at Minneapolis is standing on their feet cheering for the monsters, but one monster that's not here yet is Jeff Foxworthy's Big Mama.
Welcome to Tampa. The baggage belt is about to start. Please do not sit or stand on the belt.
Perhaps the best-known redneck in the entire world, celebrated in CD and books and on Showtime and The Tonight Show and a little bit of it everywhere else.
7:15, quarter after 7 at Mix 96. Ladies and gentlemen, he looks somewhat wide awake, and he's here. Hey. Our special guest, Mr. Jeff Foxworthy. Good morning.
Let's give a huge welcome right now, Mr. Jeff Foxworthy.
I'm starting my own monster truck. I'm on a budget, and I cannot afford a car alarm. What do you think is better, the Tiger or the Snake? A practice field. This beats my backyard like an old dog, boy. I mean, you telling me the Predator was sitting right here?
Actually, there was more left over here.
Just need some dirt. I'm building a monster truck, and I really love you guys' work. Would you paint a truck? No?
Got a big mama truck, she's as big as a whale. I got to find me some monster ties on sale. At the tie shack, baby tie shack. Tie shack, baby tie shack. Oh, darn. Oh.
You're not riding in the truck. See, the problem I got, Miguel, is I need monster tires, and this thing's saying they cost like $1,800 a piece, and then I saw your sign, $10 enough. You got monster tires maybe in that price range?
Sure.
You got monster tires in that price range?
Tires in that
Man, this is no flats or anything. They got to be blown up.
No patches, nothing.
Man, you and I are going to talk business. Now, you got the thing, if I get a flat, say I run over like an Oldsmobile with a sharp windshield or something, puncture it, I can bring it back here.
You can bring it back anytime.
You can do anything?
I do anything.
Man, you and I are going to be in business for a long time together. How much for the hubcap?
It's the monster tire. It's the biggest one I got.
That's the biggest tire? All right, what we're going to have to do is get like a big pot and melt some of these down and just make one tire out of it or something.
We'll do that.
Oh, you can do that too?
I can do that too.
Man, I got a Phillips head screwdriver at home, and I got like a ball peen hammer. Well, I need something to take the dents out, because I think I'm going to be wrecking a lot the first year, because I've never driven one of these things. Excuse me, it says monster trucks run on alcohol. What kind do most of the guys buy to put in the car, do you know? I don't really need to use the tools, they just have to look important. You don't know what kind of rum works best in a monster truck, do you? You know what, I'm gonna need gloves, too. You got gloves. Not only, I mean, I could race the truck and put in some tomatoes all in the same weekend. That's great. Rum's not gonna work?
No.
Are these like jumper cables for really small cars? Excuse me, how many liters in a 12-gallon tank? As you can see, probably the biggest problem with running a monster truck is the cost. I mean, after tires, paint, muffler, or lack of muffler, you're talking $120,000, $150,000. So what I did, I got my friends and some buckets, put them out at a strategic intersection here. Got about 39 bucks so far. It's probably gonna take another weekend or two. Ah, come on, Larry, you got a bag. So how we doing? How much we got? Huh? How much we got?
Not enough.
Not enough?
Oh, we got great.
Have we got enough for the muffler?
Doing real good.
Or for the tires? Thanks, man. I'll try to win for you. I'll try. It's hard the first year, you know. Need good tires. You going home because you can't drive the truck? Gravedigger doesn't let anybody drive his truck. Nobody drives Mama but me. Nobody. You guys laugh. It's not going to be so funny when I'm jumping over you at the finish line, is it?
Now, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, we're talking about monster truck action in Minneapolis. The battle between Carolina Crusher and First Blood.
Carolina Crusher, I love a fresh supply of blood, but maybe I should think twice before I sink my teeth into your big, fat neck. I don't want no yellow blood running through these veins.
Yeah? Who you calling yellow, First Blood? Why, you won't even show your face in the light of day. What kind of man is that, huh? Huh? I'm driving the wooden stake right through your heart myself with my bare hands.
Carolina Crusher, First Blood, ready to go at it here at Minneapolis at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. These guys have met twice this year. First Blood has not been able to pull off a win. The Ford First Blood, 10,000 pounds. 10,000 pounds for Carolina Crusher. Both very evenly matched. And now the showdown between Ford and Chevy. Who's going to win it? We'll find out as they get the green light. First Blood with a hole shot, but he goes high. Carolina Crusher stays low and wins it. Carolina Crusher works his way to the semifinals. He blew First Blood out of the water. First Blood, after that first hop, did not have a prayer.
Nobody calls me yellow.
First Blood falls victim to that mashing it over the first set of cars and going too high, while Carolina Crusher stays low and goes for the win. He's in the semis, and Jim Davidson's with Gary Porter.
Gary, First Blood is now the latest victim of a truck you've really got dialed in. The Carolina Crusher is smoking out there.
Yeah, seems to be really working the track good. I'm sort of trying to back off of it a little bit going up that first ramp so I can make a good landing, make my power between the two sets of cars, and I'm just going all out for it.
Well, double jeopardy because there's a wall down there at the other end, my friend, and you're getting pretty close to it.
Yeah, it is. That wall's coming up in a hurry, and, you know, I hope I don't hit it, but if that's what it takes to win, that's what I'll do.
We've made it to the semis, and your only chance to make it to the finals is to win. The matchup between Taurus and Carolina Crusher. Carolina Crusher has been to the finals 4 times this year, has won once. Taurus has been in there 3 times, has yet to win. Carolina Crusher's average time, 4.67. Taurus's average time, 4.80 on this tough course here in Minneapolis. The battle between Taurus and Carolina Crusher.
I hope your home on the range is comfortable, cowboy, because I am sending you back to your mama. Mama's boy.
Well, I ought to settle you up right now and take you out for a little breaking in. You're just downright rude, aren't you, big fella? Work's been a little hard to come by since the village people broke up. YMCA. Crusher works out at the YMCA.
They wait for the green light. Taurus and Carolina Crusher. There they go. Carolina Crusher again cutting a good light. Taurus trying to battle back. He can't do it. Carolina Crusher almost to the wall, but he wins it. And that was a hard leap he took on that last set of cars. Carolina Crusher comes up and over the cars perfectly. Now he mashes the big engine. The Roneck puts out the power up and over the cars, but watch his landing. Rough. Oh, that entire right side took a beating. How much more can this truck take? Very, very rough landings, and Gary Porter does seem to have trouble stopping the truck. He lands, applies the brakes, but they don't work till he runs out of space right at the end. Gary Porter will be in our finals.
Ha! Talk is cheap, mama's boy. I'm twice the man you are. Cowboy. Well, eat a salad then, partner, and keep working out at the YMCA. Crusher works out at the YMCA. Hey.
All right. Who will meet Carolina Crusher in the finals? Will it be Invader or will it be Barefoot? These two trucks have met 5 times this year. Invader has not yet won against Barefoot. Average time for Barefoot, 5.09. Average time for Invader, 5.63 on this track. And now all the talking is over with. It's the Barefoot Invader showdown. They come up to the line. The yellow Ford against the big red Dodge. The green light, and there they go. Barefoot with a hole shot. Easily handles Invader. Invader may have some breakage, may have some problems. Barefoot took a pounding when he landed. Invader limps off the track. Yes, he does have problems.
Enjoy your hollow victory, Barefoot. My mission on your planet will have to remain unfinished for now. But I will rebuild and return stronger and faster than before. Victory will be mine! Alma Altarata!
On the replay, it's very easy to see the beating both these trucks are taking. Invader seems to have problems now. And then, going over the last set of cars, Barefoot hits the top of the last car and slides off. He may be injured. This crowd is ready for a final, and a final between Crusher and Barefoot is set when Monster Wars returns.
Just turn back, relax, and follow through.
Folks, we've got a monster story unfolding right now at the Minneapolis Metrodome. Barefoot and Carolina Crusher were scheduled to compete in the finals. But both trucks, that's right, both trucks developed engine trouble and have just been towed away from the starting line. A bad break for both Fred Schaefer and Gary Porter. But it's good news for Taurus and Equalizer. Luck's with them as they now advance to the finals. That gives David Morris the possibility of back-to-back victories if he can duplicate Equalizer's win last week in Anaheim. Joe Lowe, have you ever seen anything like it in your life?
Not in all my many years. You don't want to call this a monster truck race. This is more like a demolition derby. Equalizer going against Taurus in the final. This is the toughest track we have seen all year on Monster Wars.
You brute! I ain't letting you out of my sights again. Dag, you sure are easy on the eyes. You want to dance, darling? Surprise come with that shake, sweetheart. Whoa, not so fast there, cowboy. The Ice Princess belongs to the Equalizer. So why don't you step up to the starting line and pick on somebody your own size?
David Morris pulls Equalizer up to the starting line. His competition is Taurus. How did these two trucks make it to the finals? Well, the tough track has taken out everybody else. First of all, Equalizer defeated First Blood in round 1, was beaten by Invader in round 2, and didn't even go to the semis. And Taurus, well, he defeated Invader, then took out Tropical Thunder, but was beaten by Carolina Crusher in the finals. Basically, these are the fastest losers running in the final. On the start, Equalizer with a great hole shot. Taurus battles to make it back, but he can't do it. What a close race! 4.57 for Equalizer, 4.63 for Taurus. Taurus has trouble stopping. He makes it, though, but your winner is David Morris and the Equalizer.
Oh, yeah, all tied and bound. All this guy needs is a gag in his mouth. Hey, Taurus, don't you ever show your face in my house again. And if you ever touch my ice princess, I'll take more than just your boots.
Do fries come with that shape? Dance, cowboy, dance!
Your winner here in Minneapolis, David Morris driving Equalizer. You know, it takes more than just coming out here and racing fast. You got to hold your truck together. These guys both were out of the action, but were called to duty when other trucks broke. They gave us some of the fastest times and closest racing we've seen all day. David Morris drives Equalizer to a win. Jim's with him.
David, a hop, skip, and a jump, and there you are, the winner in Minneapolis. Tell me how things unfolded there. It's pretty confusing.
Well, you know, I was completely out of the race, you know, and I'm just tickled to death to be back in it now. You know, the other trucks were broke and they couldn't come back. So, you know, that kind of got me going there when I got to come back in the final race. So then you know, what have I got to lose? I'm just going to go for it.
Well, it's a long family tree. Barefoot couldn't make it. He stopped on the line. Invader couldn't come back. He broke against Barefoot in the semis. So there you are. You go ahead and jump 2 rounds and you're in the finals against Taurus, who's replacing Carolina Crusher. Something in the air here in Minneapolis.
I'll save it. You know, I'll take these wins however I can get them.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What an incredible story from Minneapolis. Here's a quick look at how the turn of events at the Metrodome affected the season point standings. Next week, Gravedigger will be back to defend his #1 ranking. And you can bet that Barefoot and Carolina Crusher have something to prove after both being towed away from today's final race. As you found out today, you never know what can happen in monster truck competition. For Joe Lowe and Jim Davidson, I'm Luann Lee. We'll see you next week on Monster Wars.
Promotional consideration provided by
From Eastpak, bags for school, play, travel, and beyond. Every Eastpak backpack comes with a lifetime guarantee only from Eastpak, America's best backpacks.
Pick a card, but not just any card. Buy a fresh deck of bicycle playing cards.
Keep your skull down, Digger. Square the club, and... I'll never figure this game out.